track, I'd like to welcome you into another Winter National Sprint Car Show at Tampa, Florida, the Tampa Fairgrounds. And I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, the fellow that puts this whole thing together. His name is Al Sweeney. Al, nice to have you around.
Nice to be here again, Bud, and welcome to Car and Track. I think this is the third year you filmed it, and they'll be seeing it across the nation on some of your network stations, I'm sure.
You're right, and we always enjoy this show, Al. It's one that we get an awful lot of comment on. And
well, Bud, you should. I've been in racing some 35 years, and this one race meet each year at Tampa, Florida, gathers together the outstanding sprint car field of the whole year. If I had to reproduce this same field next August or September, I couldn't do it. If you gave me $50,000, I couldn't get all these cars and drivers together because this is February. All the other associations, all the other tracks are closed down, and we are able to bring them here from every major circuit in the United States.
Al, you got me ready to watch it. I'm ready to go. Let's take a look.
We travel hundreds of miles and go through sleet, snow, and hail if need be to get to a good dirt track race. And these 5 days in Tampa represent one of the greatest shows in the country. The opening day was rained out, so this Saturday race is the kickoff. And with over 80 of the top sprinters in the nation, it promises to be a sizzler. Certainly a fitting finale to this great old fairground. It was the kind of a day that the Florida Chamber of Commerce likes to talk about. Sun brilliant out of a clear blue sky with a temperature in the high 70s. All mechanics and crewmen have been working on their cars for hours, making sure of every detail. And suddenly it was that time, the main event. All drivers were called to their cars. Push trucks were brought up to get them underway. And in just minutes, the sounds of raggedy, powerful racing engines filled the air. Number 79, Greg Leffler, starts on the pole with 17, Dean Shirley alongside. Back in the third spot is the Zero car with Rick Ferkel aboard. Across from him is 44, Chuck Amati. In the third row, it's 56, Bill Utz, and 4A, Joe Saldana. In the fourth turn, the roar is deafening as the entire pack screams onto the front chute for the green flag. And right now, everything is flat out go. Rick Ferkel in the Zero car jumps out into the lead as all cars slide through the second turn and down the back chute. At the end of the first lap, all engines are wound tight and the sound of thunder echoes off the grandstands. Ferkel is out in front and it looks like he wants to run away and hide. On every lap, Rick Ferkel stretches his lead over the rest of the pack a little more. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that the boy from Bowling Green, Ohio, came down here to run the wheels off that car. Number 79, Greg Leffler, is a distant second, and 56, Bill Utz, is third. On the ninth lap, Darrell Dawley spins his number 25 in the third corner. He stays out of trouble, but it brings out another yellow flag. All cars have to slow down under the caution, and the pack moves up and closes the gap on Ferkel. It'll be a new race on the restart.
When the pros are flat out and in the fast group, keeping revs up high, watch them make their move. Running well, all the machines on Valvoline. It's the motor all the pros run on. The Valvoline machine laughs at racing speed, 'cause its big-inch motor's got the oil it needs. So run your machine on Valvoline. Your family car will be a well-oiled machine with Valvoline, a product of Ashland Oil, a growing worldwide company.
Ferkel leads them through the fourth pocket. The green is out, and they're gone. Car is handling perfectly, and once again he begins to move away from the rest of the field. 79, Leffler is running second, Bill Utz third. 44, Chuck Amati, has moved up to 4th. Joe Saldana is now 5th. Meanwhile, Ferkel continues to move away. In the second turn, Ferkel hits a hole. He's airborne and corrects with instant reflexes. The skill of a dirt track driver is a thing of beauty. Steering with the throttle, running a turn in a four-wheel drift at nearly 100 miles an hour. We put it in slow motion and set it to music, and it became the poetry of man and machine. Rick Ferkel's car is the epitome of handling perfection. He runs through every turn like he's riding on a rail. Through turn 2, Chuck Amati in car 44 goes around Greg Leffler on the high side to take over the second place spot. Even with a big lead, Rick Ferkel continues to put daylight between his car and Chuck Amati's as he grinds down to the checkered flag. Here he is out of the fourth turn in a beautiful four-wheel drift high to the wall and across the finish line. Rick Ferkel, winner of the first day main event. Number 44, Chuck Amati, takes the second place spot. 79, Greg Leffler finished third. Joe Saldana in the 4A car grabs fourth. And Bill Utz in 56 lasts long enough to take fifth. With the first event out of a 5-day meet under his belt, Rick's hoping for about 4 more reruns of today's race. But there's a lot of drivers and crewmen here willing to burn the midnight oil in an effort to give him a run for the money. One such man is Jan Opperman. He's here with a brand new car, and there's some bugs to iron out, but you can bet he'll do it. Right now, though, Rick Ferkel is the man in victory lane, and his car is the one they'll have to catch.